We are all there is in our own reality. Therefore, we are the present moment, not the past or the future. This is a bit of a twister to get your head around at first, but important to know. Firstly, if you've been studying the law of assumption, then I hope that you understand, or are beginning to understand, if you are a beginner, that you are all that is. The world's reactions to you and yours to them are a direct mirror of your internal state. There is nothing else out there, only you. Yes, in my opinion, other people exist. I think some people believe that they don't, but that's not quite how I see it. We can go into everyone as you pushed out another time. Secondly, there is only the present moment. There is no future. There is no past. The past can feel incredibly real to you, but you're able to change your view of the past through imagination. You will see events from a different point of view, depending on what state you're in. Not getting a text back immediately, for example. That will mean to someone who thinks they get rejected or abandoned, oh, they don't care enough about me to bother to text me back. To someone in a state where they are loved and secure, they're going to assume, oh, they're busy. Maybe they're in the bank at the moment, and they're going to text me back like as soon as possible. And to them, it really doesn't mean anything bad about them, the person, or the situation at all. I think texts are really very interesting sometimes because you can test this out yourself. So read back a conversation that you've had with someone in different states and see how it comes across to you differently. Hey, text will look like, okay, they want to talk to me, that's nice, in one state, and then in another it will look like, oh, they aren't bothered about talking to me at all. All they said was, hey, didn't ask how I am, and it won't really look good enough to you. But it's literally the same conversation. You're just applying meaning to it, and the meaning really depends on you. There's actually a video that comes to mind when I think of this. I can't remember exactly who by, but it was something and Peel. I'm sure somebody knows. They made this video where they're like texting, and one person is reading the text one way about going somewhere, and the other is reading it in a completely different tone, and it ends up in a fight. It's so funny. Especially with people that want to manifest a specific person. I see this so much, and I think we're probably all a little guilty of this. And I'm sure you've done it before somewhere in your life. They could be texting you something nice, and you've read it like they're angry with you or have some kind of agenda, and instead of it ending up with you two feeling close like they were hoping for, while they were sitting there thinking how amazing you are, you've caused an argument. And then they've just thought, wow, this person is nuts. But you did that with your concept of self, with the state that you were in when you were reading it. You do not experience the past unless you remember it in your imagination, which is why Neville Goddard said that to think feelingly of the past is to reinfect yourself. Then you experience more of it. You never experience the future either. You imagine automatically what you think is possible or normal for someone like you in that situation. And then because you're imagining it now, it's happening now. You will notice, if you are aware, how your stream of consciousness, your body, your feelings will all be affected by that scene you're tuning into. This makes stuff like, I'll start on Monday, or worrying about past or future events completely redundant. Change happens in the now. As you're going through the thoughts in your head at the moment about going to work or something else, it doesn't matter. The concept of what this all means to you is active in the present moment. That's true immediately. For example, I love my job, it's so rewarding. Or, I hate my job, I can't wait to go home. And these statements will take you into more thoughts, which will shape your current state. And if they're persisted in, dwelled in, and you settle yourself into that state, then you're going to be shown more of the same. With all the techniques like SATs, affirmations, scripting, it's easy to fall into this trap where you're thinking, this is some sort of fake experience that I'm having in order to experience it later for real. When actually, as imagination is reality, you can feel it. It changes how you feel emotionally. Your stream of consciousness changes as well. It's safe to say that this is a real experience that you're having now, and 3D, as the land of the dead, comes afterwards. You won't see it before. You will experience it in the 3D in a billion different ways. It's not always exactly as you expected. The goal is to be the person who does experience whatever you imagined, not to force anything in particular to happen. So if you are experiencing it all the time internally, you will find that your need for it in the 3D will diminish, and you will feel less like you really need it to happen, as you've already been experiencing it. It's not a new thing for you, it's natural. It's who you are and what you always experience. So of course it's happening again and again. That's normal. We're not desperate because we give everything to ourselves. We know that we are one with Source, and we know as information the 3D will reflect, not because we need it to, but because we just know this is a fact to be true. Source or the Father or God has given it to you already. So relax in your gratitude and joy that it's done immediately in the present moment. A lot of people get really anxious about this, thinking, no, I need it in this 3D right now. Well, I say you already have it. As you have it, you're going to continue to experience that specific thing or something similar. Either way, you will be happy with the result. If you doubt Source, Father, God, you will not experience it because it's like praying all over again not to have it. Perfection is not necessary. We are human beings. There will be moments of doubt, random memories that come up and negative thoughts, but faith requires you to return to it when you falter. That is the real purpose of using techniques like SATs, to remember God's promise. Oh yeah, I'm not this old way, I'm this new way now. Practice this with little things if you like, and you'll see how you can just change your experience. For example, I could look at this pillow in front of me. It has black roses on it. If I want to, I can see them to be red, with my eyes open or shut, it doesn't really matter. Having your eyes shut can really help shut out other things, but it can be done with your eyes open as well. You can do this with anything, just practice. I know if I loved this state of the roses on the pillow being red, and I carried that image around with me, whenever I see it, I would think, yeah, they're red. I would see them as red always. Those roses would inevitably be red, and there are a million ways that it could happen. I could get given a new pillow with red ones instead. I could wash the cover and the colouring leaks and it turns red. Really, just anything could happen. That part's not up to you to worry about. Me and my Father are one, but my Father is greater than I. That's what that phrase means. Don't think, oh God, how can I make it this way? Just see it as that always, and it will be that in the land of the dead, in the 3D. Usually in a way you just didn't see coming. If you got this far, I'm really sorry about my voice. I've been ill for a couple of months. There's been some viruses and stuff going around. And also, I'm sorry if you hear my cats. But it is what it is then.